everyone, and welcome to Lifesizing, Aging Gracefully for the 50 Plus. We are starting a 3-part series that I am super excited about for you all and for me, because as we say, the teacher always learns the most. And I am excited because this is relevant for today. It's timely, valuable, and there's 3 parts. Today we are doing this, which we'll be going over obviously. Next week we are doing nutritional knowledge. And part 3, what is needed, best food plans, and what to cook. So again, good information. Share away. It's free, and we want to share the wealth of aging gracefully for the 50 plus. So as we get started, I am going to share with you all a little about my background. I was a home economics major at Ohio University, which is where I met my husband, and it was foods and nutrition. It was clothing, textiles, and home furnishings. And somewhere in my 40s, I went back, as I was doing interior design, I went back to school and received my master's at the University of Oklahoma. And I then went on, or actually layered that at the same time, studying to pass the infamous NCIDQ, which is a butt burner exam over 2 days, taken nationally twice a year, to become a professional interior designer. I'm saying all this because many know me as an interior designer, but nutrition has always been a huge passion for me, and cooking and eating healthy and all of that. This was one of my textbooks way back, and next time I'll be sharing some from here, because the basic carbs, all of that is still valid, but we know so much more. So let's going over what we're doing today. We're talking about designing your personal wellness to age gracefully. Of the 3 pillars, we have healthy attitudes, healthy lifestyles, and healthy homes. So this topic taps into 2, right? Your attitude and your lifestyle. My attitude and my lifestyle. And what that means is that all of these are intertwined. And so I'll go through this, what we're going to do today. Why now? The problem, today's lifestyle. Too busy, too tired to plan or cook. The challenge, to be healthy, is often simply the way we eat. And we'll talk about all this. Does caring to understand the nutritional impact of our diets relate to healthy aging, and does it matter? Does your doctor talk to you on your health status / nutrition and what you eat with relationship to your health status? Or does he just merely give you meds about what you might be dealing with? Lastly, what doctor training do most have on nutrition in med school? So let's get started. First of all, the why now. The why now is because we have all been through it, haven't we? This has been a year with COVID, and now compounding with the flu and cold season. This is the time to pump up our immune systems. I'm puzzled why we spend so much of our emphasis on wearing a mask, social distancing, and all the other precautions we're taking, washing our hands, all of that, right? Very important. But how much emphasis are we hearing about our own immune system and about making ourselves more resilient? We hear a lot about get your flu shot, all these other things, but I'm not hearing a lot about our nutritional, the nutritional impact on our immune system. So doesn't it stand to reason that all of those other things I mentioned couldn't be drastically enhanced for our own protection if we are doing more for ourselves nutritionally and our daily lifestyle eating habits? As we talk about our healthy lifestyle on the 3 pillars of aging gracefully, healthy attitude, healthy lifestyle, healthy homes, under healthy lifestyle comes what we eat, our daily diet. And I don't mean diet as in, a losing weight diet. I mean our food plan, what we're eating. It also includes our exercise, the amount of sleep we get, how we control our stress, and balance, right? So this is a big part of it, but it's one part of a healthy lifestyle. But right now, with all of us so ready to be over COVID, this is a huge part. So let's move on. The problem, we all know, don't we? Too busy, too tired to even think about cooking, going to the store, planning our meals, all of that. And yet the challenge is we know now that what we eat is absolutely related to our health status. That is indisputable right now. And we must take personal responsibility, you all, and be exceptionally proactive, especially as we age, on being proactive about how we care for ourselves. Don't kill the messenger, you all, but this is known. You've known it, whether it's back here somewhere. We all want to deal with things at different times. So I'm dealing with it now with you all, and I believe you will benefit greatly. Does today's lifestyle sabotage our wellness? Oh, I believe it does. There's just a myriad of things. When you think about what you were doing 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I mean, how much time were you on social media or doing lots of other things that perhaps you're not doing? And just the busyness. It seems everybody's so busy. This leaves us in charge of how we're going to prioritize our life. No one can do that but ourselves. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. We all have to decide what we're going to do to make ourselves as healthy as we possibly can. To me, figuring out food and eating and knowing more knowledge is why wouldn't I? So again, the problem of being healthy is often simply the way we eat. Are we just too busy? Are we unlikely to have a plan for what we will eat each day? And this is where I really get the rolled eyes. I know what I'm eating most days. I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I do, because it's a priority. If you wait and fly by night, it's most likely you're going to be at fast food or grabbing whatever you have or all of that. So I'm not trying to be a mama here scolding. I'm trying to get it down, basic, nitty gritty. And this is what is necessary. We have to plan. We have to make it happen. All of life is about preparation if we want to get to where we want to be. So, do you skip meals, especially breakfast? I'm going to put the link of the post. I think I did 2 posts on breakfast and ideas and why it's important and all of that. This speaks to me. Do you eat in your car, at your desk, or mindless eating, just eating? Well, I get that because I'm very guilty of that. Does all of this really matter? Well, obviously it's a yes. So does your doctor talk to you on your health / your nutrition / diet? If you're having high blood pressure, or if your cholesterol's scooching up, or your triglycerides are kind of getting in the danger zone, what is he talking to you about that nutritionally, or is it just, here's a prescription? And so let's now talk about what training do doctors actually get in med school. And I have to read this, you all, because I do not want to misspeak. I have my sources, and I would be happy to share them with you. The resource, this first one is from 2016, U.S. Health and News, about how much do doctors learn about nutrition. So in recent years, it has become increasingly clear that diet plays a starring role in preventing, that's that word again, and treating certain chronic diseases. We know now that a lot of type 2 diabetes is brought on by lifestyle. Don't kill the messenger. This is what research and facts say. And many type 2 diabetics can reverse it by what we're talking about, under a doctor's care or so forth. And physicians are often in the front lines of counseling patients about how their diets and other lifestyle habits can affect their health and weight. And that's a big one today, especially since we have an obesity epidemic in America. And talk about healthcare costs. This has a direct correlation to the money we spend and our own personal health status. And yet it turns out that only 29% of U.S. medical schools get the recommended 24 hours of nutrition education. On the average, U.S. medical schools offer 19.6 hours of nutrition education across 4 years of med school. Western Reserve University examined 25 family medicine, internal medicine, OBGYN medical residency throughout Ohio. They found that the average program had 2.8 hours of instruction on obesity, nutrition, and all of that. So the point is well taken that our doctors are under a huge amount of stress. Just getting through med school is a phenomenal accomplishment. We're not ditching the doctors. What we're talking about is what they get and what they don't get on nutrition in med school. This is the point. This is the point of this. Where are you getting your information on what you know about nutrition? Very simple question. Why has nutrition been given the short shift in medical school? There's several reasons. Lack of funding, shortage of trained faculties, yada yada. But the focus has been on treating rather than preventing disease in America. And it has turned that corner in the last couple decades, at least the last decade. We are not a holistic nation at this point. There are many of us that try to be, but we have to go outside often of our network of insurance providers to get holistic care or information. This is why we need to know about what we need to know about nutrition. The assumption today is that doctors will refer their patients to a nutritionist or a dietitian. Maybe that's happened to you, and maybe that's been very helpful, but I would guess the majority are not there. A doctor from Yale University says the basic structure of medical education was put into place in 1920, long before lifestyle-related chronic disease was a major public health focus. So this is what we're learning, that patients and doctors want to see rapid results. Lifestyle changes take a long time, well, a longer time. Therefore, it's easier for patients to want a quick fix, give me this, give me that med, and doctors then can say, well, let's see what your cholesterol med, blah, blah, blah. I want to remind everyone again that this is American Medical Association and other highly esteemed medical research data organizations say that 75% of your health status and my health status is our lifestyle. 25% is genetics. So yes, maybe there's propensity and there's variables and there's all kinds of caveats to that. But basically, what our health status is our lifestyle, you all. And it's really a hard pill to swallow, no pun intended, but kind of. So, as we close up this first session, I want to reinforce how the time is now. We don't need to wait until 2021 to start some program. Do it now. Do it for yourself. Learn. Stick with me on these next two. Especially the next one is going to be chock full of nutritional information. Remember, recovery, even from accidents or a procedure, is so much, the odds are so much greater in our favor if our immune systems are not compromised. Let alone, as I mentioned before, COVID and flu and cold season. Get yourself pumped up. Get that immune system going, you all. Rev up and learn how to do that. So as we leave, I want to say, pay attention to yourself and don't ignore these facts. Aging healthy is a choice, just like all of life. It's your choice. It's your choice to change your attitude regarding your own personal wellness, as it is mine. But let me say, it's going to take time, it's going to take effort, and it's going to take some money. I have to spend? Yes. But what about a $3, $5 cup of Starbucks? Yes. What we value, we pay for, right? We will spend the money on that. So let's not go there on, oh my gosh, it might cost me a little bit. I've said it before, we pay now or we pay later in how we take care of ourselves. Done for today. In closing, what do we say? We do more for ourselves, as what we're talking about, so that we can be more for others. I love that you tuned in today, and I hope you'll be back next time to get some nitty-gritty nutrition knowledge, and that you will consider sharing this series. Bye-bye.